Ever wondered what life would be like entirely controlled by AI? Yeah, me neither. But having seen the potential of AI with ChatGPT, I decided to ask it to control my life for the next 72 hours. ChatGPT went viral for its scary ability to produce just about anything you want it to, which got me wondering, what if AI knows how I should be living my life better than I do?
It's 7 AM. AI's just told me to wake up. What sort of YouTuber wakes up at 7 AM? That's usually when we're going to sleep. Oh yeah, I've called her Audrey. So that's what I'm going to be calling her. Audrey.
The first things Audrey wanted me to do this morning was to wake up, get dressed and have breakfast. Kettle on. Scoop yogurt. Cut orange. Boil. Throw. Pour. Stir. Breakfast served.
It's now 9 o'clock.
Which is my cue to start writing and planning my next video. Hour 4 came around and Audrey told me to film a new video, so I decided to film a podcast, which is now on Patreon.
Okay, it's 1 PM, I've now got changed and it's time for lunch.
Pretty successful first half of the day. Now time for a little break, some lunch, get some food down me, and smash the second half of the day.
7 hours in and Audrey told me to edit the podcast, but there was something coming up that I'd not told her about.
Basically, I've got a date and I need to meet them at 5:30, at which point I'm supposed to be brainstorming for future videos. Maybe she'll let me. Here goes. Can I go on a date tonight? Come on.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Seems like Audrey's sitting on the fence. It's ultimately up to you and the person you're interested in going on a date with.
Well, I think that decides it.
Seems like I'm going on a date.
Wish me luck, yeah. See ya. I'm back.
I've made it to 11 PM and this is where AI tells me to go to bed. But I have a slightly different schedule tomorrow. I will be waking up at 7 AM, but this time by 8 AM, I've got to start working. Good night. Here we go again.
The first hour of my day was spent going for a shower, getting dressed and having breakfast. 25 hours in, Audrey told me to check out my analytics on my videos. So I went through, made some tweaks, looked at different graphs. Audrey then told me to be filming and editing another video. How strange is it that AI knows exactly what a YouTuber should be doing? She's smart.
And after lunch, things are going to get a little bit different. Mainly because I've got some time to do other stuff. It's 12 o'clock, means it's lunch break time. Using this as an excuse to go out of the house and actually pick up some lunch. So let's head out, let's go. Just had my lunch. I'll be honest with you, I ate it so quickly, didn't even film it. They are the leftover crumbs of the chicken sandwich that I just had. Right, go over, let's crack it on.
By hour 31, I was starting to get a little tired of the restrictive schedule, so I sat and read a book about maps, as you do. It's sort of work related, you'll see in the coming weeks.
Biggin Hill. Otford. Lingfield.
Audrey then told me to socialise for the next few hours, but none of my friends were around, so just spent some time by myself. I then had a fight with a baguette.
Look, we're 36 hours into this challenge now. Halfway point. It's quite restricting this whole sort of following the exact timeline schedule. I'm not a robot, do you know what I mean? I feel like I should be sort of moving around like this.
Audrey has said between 8 PM and 10 PM I should work on personal projects or relax.
So I decided to do the most relaxing thing you can do, lifting heavy weights. Oh, look at me, big and strong. Oh, you're hard. Ignore the donuts in the background, I don't know who put them there. Hour 38, I did some writing, and before I knew it, it was time for bed.
Okay, it's 11 o'clock. I'm gonna go to bed now. This is technically an hour later than AI told me to, but I'm my own man. I'm not constrained.
It was clear that AI's idea of how I should spend my life was beginning to take a toll on me.
Just check the schedule for tomorrow, and Audrey wants me up at 7 o'clock. Again. Final 24 hours to go tomorrow. Here we go again. I asked Audrey for the perfect schedule today, so let's go see what she's got to offer.
While AI was deciding my schedule for the day, I decided to get stuck into my breakfast. A bit of yogurt, some oranges, some dark chocolate on top. That's how you should start every single day. Then got myself dressed, went for a shower, etc, etc. Put some clothes on, you loser. And before I knew it, she'd decided my schedule.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm an hour behind schedule. Audrey expected me to go for a shower, get changed, and have breakfast in 30 minutes. It's just not gonna happen, okay? Can't do things that quickly.
But I still found time for a little workout. Work it, yes. Pretend you're in good shape. Lovely, lovely stuff. A little bit dramatic. Okay, very dramatic. Alright, get a grip.
Okay, so Audrey now wants me to work on tasks and projects, which is pretty vague, to be honest, but I assume that's just do some work.
I'll do you all a favour and we'll just skip ahead. 53 hours in, at a time to go for a walk to pick up my lunch. Look at that lovely little bit of bag action there. You can see right up the nostrils. Lovely stuff.
It's not quite lunch yet, but I'm going to eat. I know the schedule, it's not for another half an hour technically, but I'm hungry, just got the food. It's nice and warm, let's just eat. It's what AI doesn't have, you see, that common sense.
Hash browns. You know, what else is out of these?
Surprise, surprise. It tasted like a hash brown.
Decent. No idea what's in this. More hash browns.
After finishing off my food, I was 54 hours in, and to be honest, I was ready for a nap. So I just decided to gently rest my head. And just take a moment to close my eyes. Wasn't here for long. This wasn't a proper nap. It was more of a rest. Some people call it a food coma. That sounds a bit dramatic. And afterwards, I was full of energy and enthusiasm to work again.
Okay, break over. I've got plenty of editing and work to do this afternoon, so I got a solid 4 hours of that. Brilliant.
Okay, it's now 5 PM. I've made some decent progress on the editing today, done some decent work. I'm now being told I've got to wind down and disconnect from work, which is a bit weird at 5 PM. I don't really do that. Read a book, take a walk, already been for a walk, so I'm not going to bother with that. Read a book. Might write instead. Read it at 5 PM. Who's doing that? Okay, it's 6 o'clock, so it's time to have dinner. Chicken sandwich. We've then got some potatoes that are chopped. We're gonna put some carrots in. Things are about to get mental. It's fine, you lose 1 or 2.
We were now 59 hours in, and I was starting to enjoy myself in the kitchen.
Oh, gorgeous.
Audrey couldn't make that. No, of course she couldn't.
It was now time for the taste test.
Potatoes are a bit like me. Hard and hot. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. How about the carrots? Jesus. Crunchy. At least got my sandwiches.
Okay, it's 9 o'clock. Now, according to Audrey, between 7 and 9 o'clock, I was supposed to relax and unwind by watching TV or meditating. Meditating? I've just been doing the washing up. That's the thing with Audrey, she just doesn't know, she doesn't get it, what it means to be human.
I was then told to prepare for the next day by packing my lunch and laying out my clothes, which I sort of did.
Leftover carrot and potatoes. How appetising does that look? 10 o'clock, I'm supposed to be lights out and get some restful sleep, as opposed to unrestful sleep. When I wake up tomorrow at 7 AM, it will all be over. 72 hours controlled by AI's schedule will be complete. I'd like to say it's been fun, but it's been a bit of a pain in the ass, to be honest.
And on that note, I decided to reflect on the past 72 hours. I think what I've learned is we shouldn't aspire to the life of AI, and that the joys of life often come from spontaneity and not fixed schedules that project us into the future at the expense of the now. AI should serve as a tool to help us and not rule us. It's exciting how good AI is getting. It's getting so good that it's even helped design the thumbnail of this video, but it still can't boil potatoes. To be fair, neither can I.
Good night.
If you enjoyed that video, do me a favour and hit that subscribe button. Cheers.